Hey, I don't know if this is weird or not, but I feel like my Papa John's doesn't taste the same when it's not in the Durango. They
Yeah,
didn't have a Shaq-a-Roni either.
yeah. They did away with the shakaroni, and I died inside a little bit.
Shakaroni.
Okay, bye.
San Francisco trait. Oh, look at that. I really don't have to pull out any spells on separate windows or anything. It's just my character sheet.
Speaking of spells,
I had two of them.
I need to swap a spell during this long rest if it's going to be completed. Question mark.
Well, now it's not.
And now it's not yet.
I will give you this long rest, but you'll pay for it on the back end.
No. You're supposed to hook me up on the back end.
No, I'm the devil today.
Oh. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say to that.
I'm just kidding. It's going to be a good session.
I'm excited.
Very RP heavy, I'm going to guess, but
You know who I need to check on?
a lot of folks in town.
My friend.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Of course.
Thought maybe you meant the stable master. You guys seem to be pretty. Oh no, never mind.
Yeah, geez. Drake is dead. All right. Ouch.
Yeah, dead. Yes, he's been in the ground for some time now, hasn't he?
Who said anything about the
Yeah.
ground? I didn't think we saw his body when we came back. Or did I light him on fire?
I just lit me on fire. You took something off my corpse, if I remember right.
Yeah, I don't have it anymore because I'm dead too.
Memento. Well, you know.
It was your
Or you
holy symbol.
Yeah, well,
Mhm. It's okay. Morty and Drake are maybe in a better place.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Char-
When we went there, it was not better.
Character sheets crumpled up and thrown away. That's the better place. D&D.
So I'm chatting with Kayleek right now. She's actually
Oh.
she's in WoW right now, and she's like, I joined voice chat. They don't know I'm here. It's like, of course they don't.
They could use that damage, though.
So, check this out. So my father-in-law's flying back with the boys and dropping them off. And I didn't know what day he was coming in until I saw my emails, and he sent me an email yesterday that they were flying in tomorrow.
That's wonderful communication skills.
Yep.
does he not have a cell?
A what?
Does he not have a cell phone, or does he not use a cell phone?
He does. I don't know.
That
I
seems
have
like
no
something.
idea. Yeah,
Call
like,
about.
call, screenshot the fucking email at your email, and then send the picture. Like, hey, I just got my flights. We'll be here this day. Like a week at least in advance.
Maybe you should tell him to call you on your cell phone
Late night.
late night when you need his love.
No,
Flight
I'm
ready.
good.
I thought you said Drake was dead.
Damn you, Dev.
Oh man. So I've been
Go throw
doing
your
more
toe in the
I've been
water.
doing more digging on Orion.
Oh yeah.
Jesus, dude. I don't know if it was alcoholism or drug use or what was going on with him, but if you look, I think episode 27 was his last one, and just like seeing how his face looks different in that episode from the ones that I'm at, which aren't too far behind where he's at now. Like he's got darker circles. He looks like he looks like he's like rehab shit, you know, recovering from something, or just like it's just something's draining on him.
I remember him saying he had some kind of disease too, or something at one point.
It might have been, but I still think that there was some kind of substance abuse on top of it.
Yeah.
My goodness,
My goodness, what?
that's the way he looked,
Yeah.
like physically.
I liked when fucking Matt started taking more and more shots at him. I think more and more people kept saying stuff, or he was getting some hate, and I think Matt was buying into it. And then because you see, is it like kind of like starts to switch, and Matt starts calling him out and be like, "That's a concentration spell." And like instead of just like he fixes him a couple times, and then eventually he's just like, "Okay, I do this." And he's like, "That's what you do." And he's like, "Yep." And he's like, "Okay, you're now falling out of the sky because you cast stone skin while you were flying." He's like, "Oh, but yeah, that's what happens."
As somebody would say, this is season 2.
Yeah. Not yet.
Put your jibs in. Have some self-respect.
I like it when
Does go well.
when Scandalin is calling out Matt, because Matt's getting like, you know, all the shit that's going on in certain times, and Scandal, it's like, well, Matt, you're acting like it's hard to you know, pay attention and take care of 10 different things going on at the same time all at once. Get your shit together. He's just kind of laughing.
Mhm. He loves digging at him too. It's funny. I like how they changed his fucking vocabulary too. Like got him to stop saying something proper or whatever. Because he used to say that like 7, 8 times a fucking episode.
Who?
Mercer. A couple of his phrases they pointed out to him because you could tell. Then he'd say it. And they'd be like,
And I just finished the one with the party split, and they had the guests
"Yeah,
on there, and fucking oh god, what's his name? Will Wheaton. Like
yes,
his roles, dude. They even switched dice and it didn't help.
it's nice, fucking everything." No, wait till the next episode because fucking or when was it? Like Percy, the guy who plays Percy, comes in and has to sit in that same seat.
Yeah.
He literally brings in like incense and is like trying to like cleanse the area of like Will Wheaton's fucking like
Yeah,
bad
because
roles.
weren't they in the same half of the party? I think so. And Percy, he was like rolling crits after crits after crits.
No, Percy was on the other group because Percy went and fought the dragon and he got knocked unconscious up there.
Yeah, he was just rolling crits on crits on crits and apologizing. He's like, "Sorry, it's never rolls like this."
Oh yeah, because that's right. He fights the dudes in the woods, and he just says something about
Bam,
like being funny.
bam,
Doesn't put his
action
armor
surge,
on.
bam,
And then he
bam.
fights in his PJs. Yeah,
Yeah, they get the
And then
butt
just
flap.
shit to the- Yeah, and then Matt makes him have less AC because he said that shit. He's
Yep.
like, "Oh, shit was hilarious."
Oh, and then Travis's wife, I don't know her real name. Yeah, when she had to play him as Grog for like an episode and a half. Everybody in the chat was like, "It's just so fucking adorable, her playing Grog."
I think I rage here, right? I rage.
Everyone's doing a Grog impression. I would like to rage.
Boy. I just love how he always fucks with Scanlan. Like they're trying to get over this fence, and he's like, how tall is it? Is there pokey things at the top? He's like, what's it's tall, but it's not like super tall. And he's like, so I could easily just grab Scanlan and just like throw him over it, right? You just see Scanlan's like, wait, what? No.
Shadow nice.
Oh,
Oh, is it the D20 time?
nice. I'll take a 14.
Nice, minus 10. I want to go to D&D Beyond. I'm excited for their thing. Hopefully it comes out in 2 years, like they say. I should say more like a year and a half now.
We'll see. Nice, Daz. Nice.
Which episode are you on?
Who?
More.
I think I'm on 18 right now.
For 3? Campaign 3?
No, campaign 1.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
starting the beginning. Ah.
Yeah.
I did want to go back and I think re-listen to it. After, it's been a while.
I literally played on my TV and fall asleep, and then had to, when I pull it back up, figure out where I left off at.
I am on episode 29 of the first campaign.
So he's gone already.
Have you guys listened to the other ones? Or you just sort of starting from the beginning?
I've seen snippets of all of them, but
The anime like Amazon Prime shit hooked me enough that I started fucking watching. But I wanted to start from the beginning.
Yeah.
I'm back.
all of Scanlan's characters are great. Fresh cut grass.
It's so fucking hilarious.
They're all robots or whatever, and
There's Lenin, and there was Pussy, and there was...
Yeah, their maker named him after everything that he liked smelling. One of them's Pussy. And he just like throws it in there, right? Like on the side too. And everyone's like, what?
Right, why did you just...
Yeah.
Got sandwiched between a couple others.
You know, fresh cut grass, baked bread, pussy, you know, all those good things. All right, so what are we doing? Are we waiting? Are we going?
Just making sure that everybody was good.
I'm
If there's
good.
anything anybody needs to get done on that long rest, or if there's any questions before we start, if anybody needs a recap.
I need to switch out a spell if we're gonna get a full long rest.
Like I said, you will, but you'll pay for it on the back end.
Let's see. Recap. I came through. We killed the chimera, and we threw everyone over the bridge, and that was about it.
Well, you threw everyone over the bridge, yeah.
Well, I mean, I did, but there was help. Arya was there to hold her arms out while was it Thaz just completely missed and face planted the concrete.
Trying to catch a fly ball. I got it. Splat.
Yeah. Don't have that fly polymorph yet.
Fireball.
Did you attune to that ring during this long rest, Thaz?
That would be the question.
Because I was going to say, if you want to switch it over to me.
Oh.
Yeah, that could be one of the things that we did.
Then everybody mark that they attuned to whatever items they If you chose to attune to it, I guess.
Question:
Answer.
do you have to attune to the heavy ring?
No.
Okay.
Oh, is the ring the Martell's magic? Oh wait, no, that's a different thing.
The heavy ring was the ring that's when you wear it and it's basically weightless, but as soon as you let go of it, it's
200 pounds. Is that in here? Yeah, I do. Okay.
So if we're gonna do the ring swap, could I have attuned to it while we were sleeping, or we gotta RP that out?
I think you should have a ring swap ceremony.
So you're just slipping it under the pillow while she was after she went to bed. Like, oh, what is this?
Put on something.
The princess and the ring.
Oh,
Can I give the ring to her, or do you need to actually drag it between our inventories?
I can drag it.
I want to
is
find
the
a bunch
attune
of
in the inventory the little triangle A thing? Yeah, it is.
The other thing.
I want to find some balls, a bunch of balls in this campaign, and I want to just like hand them out to people, and I want you to drag them into their inventory.
Wait, what kind of balls are we talking about?
Dragon Ball.
Did I have to get a two? What? Never mind that.
Tell you, I wanted to stop
Yeah,
watching Critical Role, and they started bringing up Cord.
That made me so happy.
I was about to just turn it off.
Oh, the gods. How do you mark that you're... Oh, right there.
Kayleigh as the druid is fucking hilarious. It's one thing she does that is definitely top of the charts. She has a bit of a mishap at one point, which is fucking hilarious. We'll get to it.
Oh, Brett, did you happen to notice in the new book, The Monsters of the Multiverse, I think it is, barbarians have a new path.
Are you bringing this to my attention because you're taking a different path?
No. I'm very interested in it, but I'm not switching a character mid. No, yeah.
No, I haven't gone through it yet.
Path of Wild Magic.
Path of Wild. That makes sense. That would be fun.
Every time you rage, it's a separate magic table. Every time you rage, it's a wild magic that you roll. None of it is negative though. Looks
He's
very.
Like, not as much.
Yeah, I know. You rage and your mind goes on a high, and you feel and think that your body, starting at your fingers and toes, are slowly exploding from your extremities.
Did you get your spell swamped out?
I didn't know if I could do that.
Key. Which spell?
Take away command and add in bless. Poor favor.
Gay.
Very much poor favor.
Did you say gay?
I said gay.
He said gay.
Oh, gay. I was like, wait, what?
for humor purposes, can we just go with that?
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. I'd like to bless.
You have to do like the whole hand thing.
Oh, I did.
Hey,
them wrist down.
everybody. I brought snacks.
Yeah, there it is. Concentration. All right. Thank you, sir.
Yo.
Oh, yeah. Look at that wonderful AC. So, let's see here. Save. Constitution saving throw.
Nice.
Oh, it's not working.
You're not blessed.
No. I've clicked that I was attuned to that item.
Damn it, Doug, your name is so long. I just realized the whole thing of it. At first,
Yes.
I just thought it was Vimak Bonebreaker, and then all of a sudden, I was like, "There's another word after that." Jesus.
Yes, his last name. His first name, his nickname, and his last name.
Wait, how can you even see the full thing? I can't. It just like does the dot
Combat
dot dot.
tracker. Bring up the combat tracker. You can read the whole thing, I think. Unless there's something
Oh,
missing on the
jeez.
very end.
No,
No.
if you yeah, if
Like
you
make
bring up
the
the
window
combat
Actually-
tracker and stretch it
Yeah.
to the right, then you can see the whole goddamn thing.
Yeah, there's an I at
Jesus
the end.
Christ.
See,
Sheesh.
what I usually do is I get into a fight and I tell them before they die to say my name and I'll let them live, and they have 2 seconds. And I hand them a piece of paper written in giant.
What
Yeah,
are you doing?
that fucking stone of good luck, Brett, it's not working for the saving throws.
You just have to add it.
Let me look.
Yeah, or the skill checks.
Also, I watched your replay of the stream last week. There,
Oh no.
the part where you brought Vimek in,
Yes.
and I saw you putting the modifier in. I was like, "Fuck, you can type down there." I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, that's so good."
Yeah, because a lot of items don't work like this stone that the fucking
Yeah, but
Dane
like
has.
not everything is like a +2 or a +5. There's like in
Yeah.
between, right?
Yeah. Like sometimes you have a +12.
Yeah, I don't know. You're just gonna have to add 1 to all of the rolls.
Okay. I just was curious if maybe there was something you see, so no worries.
Unless I go through and put them in. But if I modify all of your shit, then it's
It'll
gonna
mess it
change
up. Yep.
your modifiers and everything's gonna be fucked. So
You're good. No, I just try to remember.
yeah, give her a little +1 down there in the modifier box. And
Yo, just give us a beholder zombie. It'll be fine.
yeah, easy. Let's start with a spectator and see if you guys make it past that.
Nice.
Which
don't
bring
know.
me to today.
Ooh.
Fun bit.
Funny you should mention. It's getting real cloudy.
Fucking yeah, so I guess we can get started now if everybody's good with all their stuff. So sun starts to come up. The forest rooster crows. I don't know. from where you guys are, you're about a half day's hard march to West Fork. What's the move?
So we slept through the night, no problems.
No problems.
So far. I'm gonna wake up to the Rooster Crow and I'm gonna go out and scavenge for berries and small game.
Okay. Make a survival check. So you're able to scrounge up a bushel of wild berries, and but no large game is found, or no small game is found.
Bring back all the berries clasped open in my hands. I found these berries. Would anyone like to have some?
Say sure. I take that. Ask for like a couple.
Thank you for the offer, new friend, but come bearing my own, and I'll raise a couple of good berries. Roll a couple in my hand, and then pop one in my mouth for my rations.
I'll take a
want it.
few, and instead of grabbing from his hand, I just open my mouth. I'm like, shoot him in.
Oh, I love this game. I take a few steps back and I grab a berry in my fingers and I throw it into towards Arya's mouth.
Make a
Roll.
dexterity check.
Yes. And so it begins.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Me?
Ari.
Me?
All right. So you miss wide, right? Vimek, when you toss the berry, and she kind of like moves to the side real quick, sticks out her tongue, and kind of catches it with her tongue and rolls it back into her mouth.
Yes.
That was awesome. I take a few more and I eat them, and then I take the rest of my hand. I was like, "Here, let's try it again." And I throw all the rest of them towards her.
How many is left?
Like a shotgun.
Half a bushel.
I would say like at least 10, maybe.
All right. Let's do the same thing. Make a dexterity check. Actually, make a strength check, because I think that he would probably get super excited.
Well, my dex is a nat 20, and then my strength will be a 17.
Okay, now
So there.
now Nat, Ari, make a dexterity saving throw.
Are you at least throwing these up in the air instead of just like
No,
vertical
no,
at
no,
my
no,
face?
no.
No, these are
I'm
line
baseballing.
drives.
These are baseballed right to your face.
They can come down to a fucking trebuchet.
And I have to throw from an up
Oh,
to
no!
down.
The old Nolan Ryan Express over here.
I would like to think you're that bird that flew in front of that baseball pitch.
Randy Johnson.
Yep.
He exploded a seagull.
So fucking
That was a
amazing.
dove.
Vimic gets excited and he fucking slings a handful of berries at you, and you see like the wind up, and you just like throw your hands up to brace, and they all, I mean, you're just pelted from like your ankle to the top of your head. You're just covered in like berry pulp.
want to walk over and lick some berry debris off her face and be like, "Hey, those aren't too bad."
Oh,
Oh,
I want to take the other
very
berry,
good there, Vimak. Very good.
and then I want to pull the
Thank
rations
you.
out, and I want to sit down and look around for Doug. Where's Doug?
So Doug is gonna make a stealth check real quick.
Doug, here, boy.
So while Ari's kind of like turning around in a circle, trying to like wipe the berry stuff off of her as best she can, Doug is like on her back, kind of like moving his or like picking up little bits of berry with his little bug hands, stuffing it in his mouth.
Mm, he is a fly, isn't he? Does that mean he pooped on me?
He's like a wasp, yeah, but he's not like an actual. He's like, I don't know. He's a giant wasp who happens to be an omnivore.
Omnivore. Well, I take out one of the rations. I start eating it with the berry I had earlier, and then I take out another ration and I set it out. And I'm like, "Well, Doug, there's a ration for you, whatever you're at."
So he
And I go back to eating my food.
pushes off Ari, and you can kind of hear his droning buzz in the air, and he comes and sits down on the rations that you set out for him and starts devouring them.
Nice. Nice.
I
Nice.
can't recall if I was able to attune during that sleep, if we just had me get it instead, or if I have to attune now.
Yeah, you just have to spend a certain amount of time doing it, and you guys met the requirement for it, so you can attune to it. Yeah.
I also pull out a ration from my backpack and unwrap it from the whatever it's wrapped in and eat. Sit and eat.
I imagine like parchment paper. It'd probably be wrapped in something like a really thick parchment paper.
That's what I was kind of picturing, like unwrap it from some brown paper or parchment paper, yeah.
I do the same, except for a lot less gracefully. I just tear it open and just go to town.
Oh, I just eat like the paper and everything, just like.
There's your fiber.
Hell yeah. Faz, are you doing anything?
Oh, just having a good bear and chilling, watching the antics.
Nice.
Have my normal sort of chill sit down by one of the nearby trees.
I want to imagine I finished eating pretty quickly, just eating the whole paper and everything, and stood up and kind of got ready to go. Start stretching out.
Before standing up, I pull my wineskin out and start chugging. And let out a burp.
Do you not have enough berries?
Nah.
Why did you sound like Forrest Gump there?
I don't know.
Mama said life's like a handful of berries.
You never know what you're gonna get when they're flung at your face at 50 miles an hour.
Yeet.
So Dane kind of hops up, starts packing all his shit up, acting like he's gonna get ready to go. Anybody else doing anything while he's doing that?
All aboard.
I'm just kind of sitting on a stump, playing with the ring, pulling it off and putting it back on, pulling it off, putting it back on, pulling it off, putting it back on.
Class.
Just curious, what finger are you wearing it on? I imagine him having it on like his index finger and like having that one finger pointed straight out and like putting the ring on and taking it off.
Yeah. It's pointing. No, it's pointing straight up. And I pull it
No.
off, feel the weight, and I just drop it back on the finger. Well, are we gonna sit here, or is this where your wizard friend is?
No,
I
we need
want
to
to
make
look
it back
over
to
and
town.
see if Doug is still eating, or does he look like he's finished?
Doug is like laying over on his side, holding his belly.
I want to go over and gently scoop him up and put him on my shoulder.
He's kind of like vibrates when you pick him up and set him down.
Okay.
Very snugged up.
I said, all right. Anybody else busy? Last minutes? Arya, you done getting fucked in the woods or anything like that?
Wait, what? That was an option?
I just assumed it would have happened if it was that option.
Okay. Don't make a girl promises.
I thought I heard rustling in the trees last night. I just assumed that's what it was. I wouldn't think it's a bear shit in the woods, because that's more likely it's her getting fucked by something.
A bear?
I don't know. Whatever.
Jeez, no
Suits
bestiality
her
here,
fancy.
please.
I'm like, all right, Vimak, let's fucking go. We start marching. Start marching down the road.
Finally.
Start playing on my lute on the road again. Just can't wait to be on the road again.
Do 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 do.
God.
That's a catchy tune.
Glad you like it.
So, as you guys walk down the road, in the early morning, you can see you're close enough to West Fork that you can see the smoke from the early morning fires coming up through the chimneys, making little curly cues off in the distance. You get maybe a mile away, maybe less than. It's hard to tell because of the rolling hills and the surrounding trees and stuff. But you start to hear a thrumming sound. Like it almost sounds like a drum, but there's no rhythm to it. It's random. And the closer you get, the more it sounds less like a drum and more of like the reverberations of somebody smacking a like a large piece of wood with something. And as you approach the gate, not the gate, but the wall to the city, you can hear people shouting from the inside, but you can't determine what they're saying. So you hurry down the road, try to see what's going on, get through the gate maybe. And when you arrive at the gate, it sends a shiver down the spine of Davrik, Thaz, and Arya, as there is a hill giant and 2 ogres at the city gate. Standing on the battlements there are a couple guards who have bows drawn and are attempting to keep the ogre and the giant at bay.
The very fleshy looking battering ram.
Well, that's his like specialty.
Okay,
Not
okay, no.
necessarily a siege weapon. That's his thing.
He is the siege weapon.
Wait, it's his thing?
Huh?
Oh God.
The battering
Is-
ram is his penis.
It's thrusting in the door.
It's like a telephone pole. Not his penis, but his back.
Oh God. This fight may get very interesting.
Did I don't remember if the party told us what happened. Vivek, I know we didn't tell you, but did tell me?
I believe that they did.
Yeah.
They their like life story right after you resurrected them. So you know that they were once taken out by a hill giant. I don't think Vimek was though.
I like let out a eep, and I like run to hide behind Dad and Thaz.
Yes.
Cower behind him.
I think it's time for some revenge.
Can't we just like,
Oh.
run away? I don't want to do this again.
Oh, sweet Aria. No, we can definitely take them.
How else are we gonna get in the town? I said, have
Climb a
faith in
wall.
Cord.
Go through the back
Cord
door.
is with me this time. And I wanna look at fucking
Oh God, here it
Gav
comes.
and be like, Cord will guide us. Fucking believe in him and go forth and bring hate and fury upon these souls, sad souls. I don't know. I got nothing. Sorry. That's the best I got.
You were going so strong, and then it just.
Yeah, I couldn't think of what else. Yeah,
He's a great starter, not a very
And
good
then-
finisher.
I want to cast Bless on me, Dav, and Vimek.
All right. Describe the casting of Bless.
I want to look at Dav.
Can I get a-
Look at Vimek.
Oh.
And then I'm gonna put my hammer and my shield together, like a quick prayer, and then open my arms back up, and then like let the light of Cord flow through me onto them.
Would you say
Put your
you're,
faith in Cord.
when you like cover up and then just throw your arms back out? Would you say you were doing it like say like a flasher with a trench coat, like that kind of motion,
Yeah.
or
I don't
because
think
that's
so.
what I just pictured.
No,
Well,
Like
I
the
pictured he took
imaginary
his
rainbow.
he took his shield and his weapon and clashed them together and then opened them back up. Yeah, same motion.
Not flashing them. I don't need to draw a lot of attention right off the rip with this move.
Well, there is a verbal
Yes,
component.
I didn't.
spell.
I didn't yell it, but I said it so that they could hear it because they're both pretty close. It looks like.
Very well.
As I see him doing his shield, and we go through and. I was like, where did it go? Whisper a little, what was it? Zosunda Bildarakin, and pop that little sort of green ball of flame into my hand.
Oof.
And then I want to turn back and look at Vimek and be like, "Where's the pizza?" And then start moving towards these dudes.
It's time. I would like to rage.
Very well.
And at this point, oh wait, yeah. Do you guys want to do something right now before I? Going once, going twice. Okay.
Battle.
Ah.
Actually, I want to move over here by this tree.
I only moved 30 feet because, I didn't know if we're like,
Mm-hmm. Daz, Ori, are you guys going anywhere, or is that your distance?
I'm gonna hide behind the tree too.
All right. So as Vimak, his gigantic ass, and Dane's armor clanking, rattling,
clink,
mother.
clink, clink, clink.
Yeah, starts running up. This ogre turns and notices. Right? Gives out a bellow, and then let's roll for initiative.
What does the bellow sound like?
Like somewhere between like a bear and a basset hound.
I can't imagine that.
Ooh.
How tall is the gate or the wall there? The guards are standing.
I believe it was supposed to be 15 feet high.
Is there anything pointy above it?
I'm
Is there
learning how to
anything
choose the right audio apps for you.
pointy above it?
Like spikes.
Oh no, there's nothing like that.
And pointy things. Sorry.
Round one.
Fight.
I don't take a pose? Wow, this never happens. I'm gonna move. Yeah, right about here. Yeah, right about there. This is about as farther I can get. And then I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon. Oops, sorry. Second slot. Cast it, and let's see. I'm gonna put it right behind this guy. Put it that way. And I'm gonna roll some attack. Where'd it go?
Where did it go?
Attack. Why did it give me advantage?
Don't know.
BRB.
Is it because it's behind it?
Do you want me to try one more time? Just try. Or what do you want me to do here? Or just take the first one?
Try one more time and take the middle.
Yeah, try it one more time. I don't know why it would give you advantage.
I'm gonna click advantage on, click it off, and then attack.
There we go.
It's a natural one.
Well, it's
Radio.
bless, so it's a 4.
All right. You want to roll your d10s, or do you want me to do it?
I couldn't hear. Yeah, you heard you say something I didn't make out what it was. 42.
Spiritual weapon falls prone. Okay. It gets back up.
Oh.
I gotta show you guys this picture of this video. Get my music from.
So, your spiritual weapon, when it makes its cut at the ogre chain brute, it creates an atmospheric disturbance. By that I mean it like blows dust up in Dane's general direction, and it gets in your eyes. So it's going to take you until your next turn to clear the dust out of your eyes, so you're blinded till then.
Fair enough.
Oh, improvising.
And I will tell.
Alright, I will cast my Dread Ambusher. Or use it, whatever it is.
So you said till my next turn or till the end of my next turn?
Until, let me see, till the end of your next turn. Sorry.
Okay. Got it. You're good.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on it. And I'm gonna use my longbow.
It hits.
I'd like to re-roll that one.
Okay. Five.
Reapply my Hunter's Mark, and then attack it again.
Mm.
Me.
Roll your 2d10s.
Oh, I'm scared. It rolled another 1 on the 2d10s.
I mean, isn't this normal for me?
Pretty much.
Yeah, but they always come out like a 16.
I mean, the one came out as a 14 alpha 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the process of executing your attack, you trip and move back 10 feet and fall prone. So, I guess you slip and fall completely off the map.
I want to think that Arya came up and like touched behind him. He wasn't expecting. It's like, oh god, wait, what the fuck? Ah!
Maybe she was hiding behind me, like squatting down, and I tripped over her backwards.
What did I go back to?
I guess that's all I got. Because I don't think I can move after my 2.
How far did you?
I didn't move at all.
Well, technically, you moved 10 feet.
Okay. But I wasn't sure if I could use my Dread Ambusher and take the 2 attacks and move at the same time.
Movement's separate from attacks. Attack would be your action. Movement's move.
Okay, so I guess I'll stand back up before I finish my turn. Dust off my knees. And whatever else I fell on.
Don't mention dust. God damn.
Like sand. It gets everywhere.
I didn't want to go to the beach.
Alright.
The
Hello?
do.
Sorry, I'm trying to choose targets and shit. All right. So, the hill giant turns and looks at what all the fucking commotion is off to his right. He picks up a rock that's laying on the ground there. He points at the chain, or at the ogre battering ram, and yells something at him in giant, which I guess I can put in the chat for those of you who read giant or can speak it.
It's very unfortunate that I'm raging. And everything I will say at this point in time, you won't understand anyways. Why can't I read that? Oh no, I see. Never mind. I tried to read the actual giant.
And then he's going to whip a rock at Vimak as he attempts to charge in. It's a hit with a 26. And I think it should take half the damage, like, on its own.
We'll see.
Did it half it?
It gave me
No.
23.
Yeah, that should be halved.
11 and a half.
Make it 11.
Okay. Well,
Do you have to like cast rage on yourself, or is it already?
it doesn't. I mean, I can do that, and it says rage, but it doesn't do anything on my combat tracker.
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
The hill giant will take a couple steps forward after that. That will be the end of his turn. Guard will loose an arrow at the, or attempt to loose an arrow at the.
I can't change my my damage that I took. FYI.
Look at that.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, not loose an arrow. He's gonna try to stick it with his spear. Oh, there. And that's all he'll do on his turn. Doug is going to fly up to the ogre chain brute and try to defend Dane as he's blinded.
And
Try
he
to make a...
kills it.
Well, let's not. All right, it hits for a little bit of damage, and then he will take dodge as a bonus action. And 1 second, I gotta check on my kid real quick.
He won't need it for too much longer.
sorry.
Oops.
All the tiny little single biddies being thrown in my face. Biddies everywhere.
Whatever.
Hurry with the loose lips.
Yeah.
Sinking these ships. I mean, the one is called an ogre chain boot.
Ooh, okay. I found it. That's not coming until a lot later.
Ooh, better.
All right, Vimak, what do you got?
Oh, I move up. Very good. And I recklessly attack. Actually, no, I don't. I'm flanking. Great weapon master. Attacking. Flanking. Whoa, whoa, don't do that. There we go. Oh, I need to go. I'm trying to play this with D&D Beyond, and it's not D&D Beyond.
That hits.
Here comes the damage.
Nice.
How tall is he?
At least 2 foot taller than you. You're what? 8 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll say he's 10.
Okay. So I basically kind of like fast walk up to him with this
Oh, to him.
anger in my eyes. And I kind of like, I don't look up at him in his eyes. I just look straight forward at him like he's not that tall. And I bring my axe into him. Just,
Mm, am I able to see from this far if any of them are wearing like metal necklaces or have an arrow sticking in them?
Make a perception check. All right. So the Dev, which one did you have targeted?
Me?
Yeah.
The chain brute.
So the chain brute has one of Dav's arrows stuck in him, and he is also wielding a large chain.
And that's it.
That's it.
Oh,
None of
I got
kind of
a
mail on.
question for you. Since I failed so epically on that second shot, did I use an arrow?
Yeah, I think you would have like launched it off into God knows where.
Fuck. Okay.
Probably stuck in one of these people's roofs.
my friend. No!
I'm gonna kind of peep out from behind the tree and say, "It's getting hot in here," and cast heat metal on the ogre chain brute.
Okay. Let me look at that spell real quick.
I'm gonna heat up the arrow that was in him. It says a constitution save.
If he has to do that if he can drop it. I don't think you can drop an arrow sticking in you. I think last time what happened is we had him remove it on his next turn or something like that if he could reach it.
Alright, and then it doesn't say how the distance for Bardic Inspiration. Can I be any distance for that? Oh, it says 60 feet. There it is. I'm gonna then take a look at Vimek and say, makes us harder, better, faster, stronger. Cast Bardic Inspiration. Oh wait, actually before that, I wanna move up behind this tree. If I can do it stealthily, that'd be dope. Like tiptoeing or army crawling.
Make a stealth check. The ogre chain brute is going to reach up with his free hand and rip that arrow out of his chest and throw it on the ground. He's kind of... You can see Vimek up close that he's not doing well after that onslaught that you guys have just delivered him in this round. But he makes a lazy swing at you with his large chain. Which misses his first one. On his backhand, he comes back around with it, which hits, dealing half of this, which is not much. Did it have it? It did not.
Vivek, did you have yourself targeted when you tried to rage thing?
It's not something I can cast on somebody.
No, it's just okay.
And then, Vimek, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Those are my favorites.
All right then.
24.
I don't think it matters.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna tell you if it didn't.
I mean,
Succeed.
yeah. I mean, I'm saying like, would Bless even go for that?
Attack roll or saving throw before the spell ends.
Okay.
Baz.
Alright, first I'm gonna sort of like stroll up, looking at the giant, giving it some fucking nasty looks. Lay my right hand to the bracer, the Orlorazoth Samonvos, and bring up my little guy. 30 feet. So, sort of, if I could get him to basically pop up in between the hill giant and the ogre chain brute.
Somewhere between giant.
There we go. And hopefully they're each within 10 feet of it. If they are, they need to make a dex saving throw, DC 14.
Yeah, pretty sure they both are. DC 14, you say? And you said it was Constitution or Dexterity?
Dexterity.
Dexterity. Right, so the giant got a 16, and the ogre chain brute most definitely failed his. So
Fire damage to that dude?
just to the chain brute.
Yeah, just the one that failed.
Right, and he. I assume it's like a little explosion that comes away from him, right?
Yeah, there's like a little sort of like shimmer or something in the ground, maybe a couple sort of like vine tendrils pop up, and then it sort of pops out of the ground and sprays fire seeds everywhere.
So those fire seeds land on the ogre chain brute, and he succumbs to his wounds.
And the little guy's gonna sort of look at him, turn around, and just sort of like paw at the ground as if he's like burying his shit. And he's got to look up at the ogre, sort of a little bit of a wave, and then poof out of existence, and uses a little fiery teleportation to pop back 15 feet. And the hill giant has to make another dex save.
Let's say 17.
No, he's all good then.
Anything else?
And that's it.
The guard on the banister here is gonna throw a spear at the ogre battering ram. He will miss. Did we play it where your spiritual weapon got reactions? I cannot remember.
Think so.
I would say I think we had it use my reaction, but because I'm blind, I wouldn't be able to see
That is
to use
true.
that reaction. So
I keep making two bubble right there. Pretty easy.
Get any closer, and I might smell what you had for dinner last night.
I think that's what he's looking for. So his first attack is going to be at the little fire elemental guy. Not himself. I just realized I couldn't select him. And he's going to try to smash him with his tree-looking telephone pole style club. That's going to be a 22 to hit.
Yeah, he's only got 13.
And that'll be... It reads it. That will be 13 bludgeoning damage to the fire guy.
Still up?
Still up. He will make his second attack on Vimak. That is a 21 to hit.
Hits.
And half of
what?
22, so it'll be 11.
Half of 22?
Yeah.
I'm gonna Stone's Endurance.
Okay.
Let's say plus 3. And minus 4 more off of that.
All right. Then we are back to Dane.
can't see. So the one that's got the line through it, is it still there? What does that mean?
Dead.
He's dead, but he's there. Like his body is there.
Oh, I'm blind. I can't see anything anyway. So
Legally blind.
yeah, I just keep moving, trying to get the water out of my eyes. I'm gonna stumble maybe 5 feet back, like hit the fence and be like, wait. But I get the stuff out of my eyes and I can see what's going on as my turn ends. Right?
Yes. Yep.
Can you take the blinded off, please?
Yes.
That fog of war up and you're blinded, you just don't see anything but your character.
Okay.
You're sitting there in the dark and you hear him. He moves here and he does this and he moves here. And you're like, what?
Everybody tell me what you do. It's like mentally picture where you're going because I can't see anything.
Alright, I will transfer my hunter's mark onto the battering ram. And let's see if I can let loose my last arrow.
This is your last one?
Yep.
Or you let it loose.
That hits.
That 9 is scary at a 21.
Gonna buy that man all the arrows, I swear.
Yeah. I'm gonna roll that d6. Actually, no, the d8, right?
So it adds 3 to that.
Yes. And I will move up closer to the tree. And end my turn.
Alright. The hill giant is going to heft his club and move about here. That was okay. And he's going to use his first attack to smash the little fire elemental. Maybe if it hits. That will be a 13. I think meets it, right?
Yeah, meets it.
And 20 damage.
Looks really sad and just sort of dissolved
Oh.
like back into the ground.
That applied it to Vimek. Let me mark that off there.
No, you want to hit me, but
I just had you targeted from the rock. But, yeah. So, fire guys, Ixnade.
Correct.
Just attention to Vimek this time. I think that's who that's targeted. Yes. And swing his great club once more. It's a 23. So it's half that.
how much is half?
12 is half. I'm going to change it right now.
I'm gonna use my last stone's endurance. I'm gonna take 10 points off that half.
Take 2.
Also, to protect his rolls, you might want to make sure to take the unconscious and prone off of his statuses.
I'm freaking out. Okay, never mind. It just reduces it to 2 points. So you were at what, 24? So then you would be at 26 after that. Go bananas. Okay. Card takes no action. Doug is gonna come around and attempt to flank the battering ram. Which will hit. or a touch of damage. A touch of damage that kills him, I guess. No. What is he? Oh, I didn't change targets. That's on me.
Say, damn,
I'm
Bugdog's a beast.
looking ridiculous right now. Oh. Now it's Vimik's turn.
I would like to take advantage of that Doug flank. Call it the Doug. My great weapon master feat. Oh. Again, I'm trying to do the fantasy grounds. Oh, they D&D. I would like to add the D10 inspiration die. That's the battering ram.
That hits.
Yes! Nice.
Bit.
As I...
Alright. It's your turn.
Oh shit, sorry, I was muted because I was eating chips. I said, wait. I just need to ask, before you die, what do you want us to put on your headstone towards the ogre battering ram? Cast viciously.
He succeeds his saving throw.
Well, shit. I see Vimik's not doing so great, coughing up blood over there, so I'm gonna fix him up. Just say, I fix you. The healing word. And go to it.
I feel the healing warmth engulf my body. I slurp up the blood dangling from my mouth. Ah.
Turn Thaz.
Go through, still be sort of in the trees a little bit. Just a couple more feet back, I guess. And as I'm cruising around, first I'm gonna do bonus action and follow suit of Arya. Clear targets. And cast another healing word onto Vimik. Just a little Olara runs through the door and cast a first level. It edited it. That's actually supposed to be 7 plus 7, not 4. Or plus 7, not 11.
Plus.
It did have, so it's plus 7 total. So minus 4 from the 12. It added the modifier, one of the modifiers automatically.
Okay.
And then with my action, I am going to take a look at the hill giant there. And as it was awesome little Bardarakin and huck the little green flame that I was holding.
Right. Roll to hit. And it hits. For a touch of damage there.
Just a little bit. I'm just gonna fold my arms and just sort of chill there by the tree.
Right. The battery. Still targeting Vimak. Is going to bash. It will hit for 6. Just half of the 12. And then a second attack, same as before.
Second to first, same as the first.
That will miss. After that,
Whew.
he will pass his turn. And then it's Dane's turn.
Right.
Oh, Dane time.
I'm gonna put a circle. I don't understand how you guys draw those circles.
I think it's up in the target mode. Let me put one out here. Huh? Work.
I'm just trying to do like a 10-foot sphere that's gonna hit just the two of them, the giant and the thing. So it'd be mostly focused on the giant, maybe just a little bit extending out to catch the battering ram, but not hit Vimak or Doug. Is that
We got a 10-foot circle here. How big is the circle?
10 foot? 10-foot sphere. So down just a little bit.
You must have wicked control over this shit.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Wicked pissa.
And so then I need to who am I targeting? Him and him. And cast Shatter. And I'm gonna just go ahead and use my Channel Divinity to deal maximum damage.
Okay.
So
They both fail.
How do you channel
24
divinity?
points of damage.
How's your channel divinity?
What do you mean?
I just want to know how you channel your deity.
He wants you to describe it.
I don't know. I can't think of anything right now. And then I'm gonna move the spiritual weapon down to here, and it's gonna attack the what do you call it? Battering ram.
It will hit. 7 damage. And kill the battering ram. If you can describe it if you wish.
Again, I want it to be like it's kind of gonna come over and go up high, and then so they're just gonna come. No, sorry. It's gonna go in and hit him like right in the back of the knee, kind of like sweep it out, take it off, so he like loses his thing. He's gonna like fall and land on his head, and kind of gonna hear a crunch, and he's just gonna be laying there, kind of limp, like, did that just happen? Sweep the leg-ish, if you know what I mean.
Sweep the leg.
Yeah. And I'm gonna move to where I'm at, and end my turn.
Okay, so interesting time now. I'm going to transfer my Hunter's Mark to the Hill Giant. I'm going to toss my longbow down pretty much against this tree here, since I have nothing else to use from it. I'm going to equip Arya's light crossbow that she gave me. And I'm under the impression that I have to load it as a single turn, or...
You're supposed to use your interaction to load it. But you can just say it was preloaded and crack it off. I don't really care.
Okay. Alright then, I will say it was preloaded then, and take a crack at the Hill Giant.
That'll hit.
Yeah, it will.
Jesus.
And I re-roll that 2. And... Okay, so my interaction was to equip it, so I can't reload now, right?
No.
Alright, and... I guess I'll just stand my ground and kind of peek back around this tree.
Alright. The Hill Giant will direct his attention at Dane.
Natural 20.
Attack him with his great club, which is a 21 to hit.
Almost got the crit.
And
Forecaster.
So, because I have concentration going on Bless, it's rolling a 14 for a Constitution saving throw.
The saving throw should be DC 10 or half the damage, whichever's higher.
Yeah, concentration, Warcaster, advantage, drop 3, 14, concentration.
So roll the damage and see how much it comes out to, and then we'll see. I imagine the damage is going to be higher than 10, but
It did roll the damage. It's 24.
So half of that.
is
12,
12.
so
Yeah.
he passes the check.
So bless still remains in effect.
Yes.
Blessed is those with the power of cord.
Then he's gonna try to hit you again.
But I'm gonna need him to make a dexterity saving throw.
I can do that first. That was not it. Just a second. He had tried to attack himself with. I don't know. Dexterity.
He's not too bright, is he? Perfect.
Not bright. Definitely not dexterous either. Yeah, he fails it.
As he feels the tingers from Cord's electrical fly trap.
7. Yeah, you shock him a little bit. He's taken aback, but he's still going to try to bring the club down on you. And he rolls a natural 1. This is so unlike you. You're having a good day.
I got blinded. I haven't gone down yet, but it's still early. We'll see.
Like this has been his first actual attack. In the morning.
Oh, shit. So something, he swings and he misses, and when he does, something falls out onto the ground out of his little leather, I wouldn't be little, it'd be a leather satchel, and it lands right about here. At first glance, it's impossible. I mean, you can't tell what it is in the heat of the moment, but there's a little thing right there.
Notice something popped out of his pocket, but not gonna pay too much attention.
Grab his dick and twist it!
Whoa! Arya, you're up. That's a you move. I just figure when it comes to dicks, we need somebody who's got some experience.
Oh. I'm gonna step out from behind this tree and take a look at the hill giant.
I don't know
Say,
if you...
"You ugly stone shitter."
Doug's turn.
Grab his dick and twist it!
Ready. Fuck
Yeah.
you.
It was making a joke about the dick thing.
Yeah.
That'll hit. You know, make a stingy sting for a few damage, and then take disengage. That says bonus action. Now it is Vimak, Bonebreaker, Gathakanthi.
Tell that to behave.
I'm gonna turn from the corpses next to me. I'm gonna give him the old home run point. And I'm going to recklessly attack because I'm not flanked with anything. The great weapon master.
Oh,
Nat 20, baby! I called it too!
Nice. Bet it would be nice if the McRick rolled the dice.
How do we do the crit damage in this again?
It's just regular damage, but there's an effect after.
I don't remember if it rolls it or not.
It should roll it on its own.
Okay.
I thought you meant like.
No, I meant like the actual like damage. Okay, it did. Oh, that was bad. That was poopy. But does he live?
What did you attack?
Oh, did I not have him targeted?
No.
Apply 24.
There's so much around me.
In my rage, I just swing.
Not very many times a Goliath feels like a dwarf.
So it'll be 24 on top of it. So that'll be. Alright, and roll 2d10 for your effect.
That's a good one. Yeah.
19, you say? The target is pushed back 5 feet. Directly on top of Bug Doug. And falls prone.
Yikes.
But wait, there's more.
Is there more?
Mm-hmm.
Great Weapon Master, if I kill or crit, I get a swing as an attack on a bonus action. So I follow him his 5 feet. And he's prone, so that's advantage. Minus 5. It doesn't matter, I miss.
You didn't roll with advantage.
Yeah, I did.
What did it drop?
Dropped to 1. Dropped to 1.
Oh, alright then.
I get too excited. I'm like, yeah. And I come down as he falls back, and my great axe swings and hits dirt in front of him as he falls to the ground.
Ooh, you got lucky.
I think he's dead, and I start celebrating early. Ah!
Now it's Ari's turn.
Alright, now I peep out from behind the tree.
Grab his dick.
And I yell at him, "You ugly stone shitter," and cast Vicious Mockery.
Being prone doesn't put them at disadvantage on wisdom saving throws, do it? But let me check. Doesn't say anything about it. He fails it. You can roll for damage.
Maximum damage.
Yeah.
Doesn't have much of a brain anyway, but he kind of like puts his hand up to his head, like, should I be offended? Should I feel like complimented? I don't know.
Mama never loved me.
Let's see. How does this one work again? Alright, and then I'm gonna look at Dane, and I'm just gonna say, "Here's a band-aid," and cast Healing Word.
by the light of God.
And wield.
As
He doesn't get an opportunity attack when prone, correct? I guess, did he fall within range of me?
he's within striking range of you, yeah.
But I guess if I step back, would he be able to swipe at me from the ground?
Yes.
Okay. I'll just stand there and stand over him then. And actually take a step closer and say, hey, fucker. And as I'm doing that, a little glee that the giant is down this time. Again, I lay my hand in my wrist, Beldarakin, and take the little green ball of flame, and this time sort of like slam it down, dunk it into his face.
So you're making a melee attack with a range spell?
Well, I'm still there. I'm letting go of it. I guess, do I have to be, for produce flame? Does it give a disadvantage even within melee range?
I mean, range stuff has disadvantage
Yeah, so it will.
within melee range. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if you want to be like, I'm just going to take this ball of fire and slam it in this bitch's face instead of, like, I'll give you that it's like a ranged attack, or that it's a melee attack instead of...
Oh,
just
okay.
the circumstances are right and it's cool, so...
Okay. Yeah, if that's the case, because I'm close anyway. So they still add the spell attack modifier, or is it just a straight?
Yeah, just roll it the same as you would, but it's a melee attack this time. So you get advantage as well. Roll it twice. It hits.
It was trying.
He eats your green ball of fire.
Nom nom nom.
Nom 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 nom. This is for my fire spirit.
Here's for that wonderful trek through that other plane there, buddy. And then bonus action, just going to cast another healing word over there to Dane. They're both pretty good. Actually, this one will go towards Vimak.
Anything else on your turn? No?
I'm just going to stand over him and just like can cross my eyes and look.
Alright. And we're back to Dane. My bad, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just saw the thing.
Oh, yeah, no, you're good.
I'm gonna move. And then move my spiritual weapon right here. Have the spiritual weapon go for an attack first. Jeez, I'm not doing that. With advantage, because he's prone, right?
Yep.
Woo!
It hits. Would you like to describe it?
Yeah, so he's prone. I want to imagine he fell on his back. So Dane's gonna walk up, and as he's standing over him, he's like, Cord has one question. And he leans in quiet and he's like, where's the pizza? And then in comes the spiritual fist from right over the top and smashes his fucking skull into the fucking ground. A little bit of guts are gonna definitely squirt onto Thaz, like brains. Yeah. Because he's not where he's supposed to be. He's too close.
Except
I smile.
What the fuck?
It's not the kind of squirting on I'm sure you wanted.
Well, from the giant, yeah, I'd prefer that one.
I'm gonna have to
Oh.
ask about this. Where's the pizza thing later?
What is this?
That's definitely an inside story.
We'll tell you guys later.
yeah. Yeah, and we are out of combat.
I want to turn around and try to figure out what it was that fell off of the giant.
It is a I gotta find a random magic items list real quick. I wasn't ready for that, but it happened. So
You want me to roll a number, or do you roll it? Or do you already have it?
Just so happens to be a magical hill giant nut.
uh, 30.
Keep this on you at all times, and you will never fall prone again. Unlucky for him, he dropped it.
While carrying this, you're one size bigger. Boom, big ass dwarf.
I'm gonna turn around and look at Dane. Oh, why did you smash the dead corpse?
Which one?
The big one.
Oh, because he fell down?
He was dead.
I don't think he was dead.
I killed him. I was sure
I
of
was
it.
just making sure. Rule number 2, double tap, alright?
Nice Zombieland reference.
Always.
I like that one. That one's funny, but I can't use it right now.
Oh.
Oh. Now I know. Now I want to know what it is.
I know, right? It's the worst.
You'll see it later. It's definitely gonna be a thing.
I feel like it's gonna be hilarious.
It is
If it's
pretty
got you laughing like that, yeah.
pretty funny.
Alright, so just ignore it for now, or like, are you find
Yeah, we'll
something
come
else?
back to it later. We'll come back to it later. Just pocket it.
Okay, so I picked up whatever.
Yeah.
Can I make a perception check to see if there's anything worth looking for, like looting off these assholes?
Sure.
The ogres have those giant canines. I kind of want to go in and just rip them out and put them in my satchel.
Nice.
I guess other than their large teeth, it doesn't look like there'd be anything of value.
I want their large teeth. Does the hill giant have any large teeth, or are they just normal teeth?
He's just got
But big.
above average size normal teeth.
I'm not interested in that. I want the big ones.
I want them
Turn
big.
around to I want to look over at Thaz and be like, "Is this the same big ass that fucked you guys up before?"
Are there any identifying marks that we would be able to tell?
He has some scarring. Looks like he may have been in a more recent tussle in the last several weeks. I would say signs point toward this could be the guy.
Is there poop on his feet?
There's poop on all of their feet.
Given their smell and a couple of these scars here, yeah, I think this might be that one. We have conquered the hill. I
And
I put one of my feet sort of like up on his shoulder, like Captain Morgan style a little bit.
And when you do that, Thaz, you feel this great sense of accomplishment, and as everybody else is staring at you with your foot up on this hill giant that you just, you all just defeated, everybody feels uplifted. You might say that you had gained a level.
Oh shit! Oh, buddy. I'm sorry, Britt. I really am.
Yeah.
I don't know why you would apologize to me.
He just wants to bring in
Because
harder
I'm gonna
baddies.
Yes,
I'm gonna need
so limited.
I'm gonna need weather reports on the regular at the start of combat whenever we're outside.
That's fine. I'm gonna make a random weather table.
We're here in the land of Philadelphia. It's always sunny.
Always sunny. That might be where you guys are headed next. Very reminiscent of Arizona.
Oh my goodness.
Leveling has not been easier. I'm already done.
No kidding.
I need to change.
Oh yeah.
I can't decide between sorcerer or warlock. So evens is gonna be sorcerer, odds is gonna be warlock.
Ooh. Ooh.
Warlock.
Oh. I have a thing. Nat, can I pull in another channel?
Sure.
Okay. So, this is this RP shit here, but why you learned Warlock, probably because you went to Hell, and
Okay.
you started learning, like, the darker means of magic, is where you started stumbling into Warlock.
Alright.
Just to, get the fluid, ease into it, kind of thing. Not just like, oh, I'm a Warlock now.
Yeah. I could maybe even start talking about what I learned in Hell on top of that, because I like that RP. That sounds nice.
Okay,
I was
yeah.
reading quickly on a site that was saying to maybe go Hexblade because I can support melee that way, but I don't know. I gotta read this.
You could, but there's you would summon a weapon and you would have to use it in melee combat. I don't know if you want to be up in melee combat or not.
Well, with this ring, if Thaz is gonna be putting a bunch of like the hand carrying things, I'm gonna kind of have to be up there.
Still load it with the word healing word.
Yeah, Andy was just saying that the cure wounds typically does better.
It does if you can get in reach with touch, but if you don't want to get up and reach and touch, what was the? I like the Fiend and the Great Old One personally, but I mean,
I'll look
you
into
could do
the
whatever you
combo
want.
with
I'm not trying to,
Hexblade.
yeah.
Yeah.
The Hexblade is cool because you can literally summon a weapon out of darkness. All right, I'll bring us back.
Sweet. Thanks.
Sorry about that. I would assume the birds are chirping. The crickets are cricketing.
They're doing cricket things.
Did I successfully yank these teeth out of these nasty mouths?
I would say that you need to make a strength check. And if you roll too high, you'll break the teeth when you pull them out.
I rolled pretty high.
Yeah, you rip.
I would say 4 in total, 2 in each.
But I think that's how.
Maybe break one. Oh.
Oh, that's kind of a bummer. Man.
Okay, so I don't exactly know what I got for my level.
You should be able to look it up in the player's handbook, and you can just read what you're supposed to have and just make sure that it's there. I think you can pull it up in the modules portion. If there's something missing, we can fix it.
I'll take that. That's just good to have. There we go.
Okay, so all it says for level 3 for or level 5 for ranger is it says proficiency bonus +3 and features extra attack.
You get 2 attacks per turn.
Yep. If you take the attack action, you can attack twice. If you don't, then you can't be like, well, I'm going to attack once with my first action, and then with my second action, I'm going to do this. It's you attack, you take the attack action, you attack twice. But you don't get like a second action.
So does that mean with Dread Ambusher I could actually attack 3 times on the first turn?
Yes.
You have 4 times. Because it's an extra attack. So he gets... I'm just kidding. That's the attack action.
It would be 3.
You get your action, which you can attack twice in now, and still have your bonus action.
Well, usually my bonus action is used to move
Hunter's
my
Mark.
Hunter's Mark.
Yeah.
Did one sleet storm? I think. Yeah.
Over here. I'll pull out there. Keefy's breaking one. Because I like that.
Oh yeah, proficiency bonus.
After I'm
Oh,
done
it's even.
pulling the canines out of the ogres, I'm gonna gingerly step over their dead carcasses and approach the front gate and look at the guards. I think my friends have business in the town. Can you open the gates? Or
They
should
kind of
I
like
open them?
look at each other, like holy shit, all that just happened, and then one of them just doesn't say anything, but he nods, and then kind of disappears, and you hear a winch start turning, and a chain cranking on the winch, and the gate opens up.
That's what I thought. Haven't seen the stables up this close before.
Man,
So how does leveling up the next times work? We'll level up our main one and our other one, or we have to
No,
choose
you
which
have
one
to
we're
choose which
leveling?
one you want to put a level in.
Got
Yep.
it.
So if you put another one into Warlock, you would look at the Warlock table and take second level Warlock and all of its features, and you will still be a level 4 Bard. All in all, you'd be a level 7, but a 4 Bard and a 2 Warlock.
Got it.
man, I guess I just roll it twice then. I'm gonna have to remember that.
This Hexblade is kind of interesting. I like some of the shit in there. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. How do I go back and choose? There we go. I see the Demogorgon in this.
So how's taking on a patron going to affect your relationship with Saloon? I'm curious.
You mean being a warlock? Or wait, what?
Yeah.
It's probably not gonna go so well.
I don't. I'm gonna need a full report of that for RP purposes,
All right.
or just a brief paragraph will do.
Made a note of it,
Nice.
so I remember to do that.
I wanna have Dane walk over to the guards and be like, "We knocked them down. You can take care of cleaning up."
They stand there, still dumbfounded that all that shit just happened, and they just kind of like nod.
Just keep cracking jokes. Guess you guys just let anybody in around here. Oh my goodness. Ay, ay, ay.
I think Ari's still trying to figure her stuff out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you good.
There's a lot of shit on here. You guys can RP. I'm just gonna like follow somebody.
Didn't end up adding those spell slots. Not sure if I was clicking the wrong button or whatnot for when I did the level up.
I didn't mind.
I don't know why. I just picture Ari following everybody, like with her nose in a book, just like do 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 do.
It's in something right now. What spells did you take, fucking Taz?
Added in a poison spell cantrip and then a hold person and locate object.
Took, well, because I get Call Lightning and Sleet Storm, and then I took Remove Curse and Revivify.
That went from Optimus Prime to something very, very evil.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, is it still doing it, or am I normal again?
You're good now.
What time of day is it at this point?
Midday.
What do you guys say we go find Chariz and get this report over with?
Mm-hmm. Like half listening.
Nose in a book.
All right. I'm gonna head towards the inn. Meet
I'd like
the wonderful, charismatic elf there.
I'd like to pick up Arya and throw her on my shoulders.
You made me lose my page. Start rustling through the pages again. Ah, found it. All right, good to go.
Oh, I gotta tell Ethan not to wake my ass up.
Is he visiting you right now, or you're visiting him?
He's probably gonna come up today again. But yeah, so I head towards the inn, and
Yeah, I'm trying to get the map pulled up right now. It's being difficult for whatever fucking reason.
oh, you're good. I just wasn't sure. Man, this shit is whack.
Fantasy grounds. Prep less, play more.
It's been okay
I
today. I don't know why it's doing this now.
was gonna say that I wake up, it's daylight. I go to sleep, it's daylight. Poop.
Sheesh, this hurl through hell thing is insane.
Read about it in a book. What am I up to now?
Yes, but I would like
48?
to introduce you your new Lord and Savior, Eldritch Blast.
Oh, indeed.
Eldritch Blast?
The bread and butter of any respectable warlock.
Now think. All right, this is out of game. A warlock, or she's now a heart warlock, has a ring with empty spell slots.
Oof.
Wait, what?
Warlock spells only cast at the highest level.
It has a cap of 5. I believe it's 5 or 6.
You said 5.
Something
Either
like
5
that.
level 1s or 1 level 5 or in betweens.
Yep.
Wait, when you're saying that, so if I'm like a level 2 warlock, I can't cast any level 1s?
You can with your bard spells, but your warlock spells will always be casted at their maximum level. That's tricky because your spell slots. I would have to make one in D&D Beyond and see what it did.
I'm still a little confused by some of that.
Very.
On my way to the inn, I'm gonna stop by the well and get some water. Nom, nom, nom. And then head into the inn.
I'm gonna slowly move towards the center of town as Dane is the only person I rightfully know.
Also take a quick stop by the well there to get extra water out and sort of slightly gleefully wash the viscera from my face and arms.
What if we should go ask the mayor or the guardsmen for a reward for killing their giant problem? Let's talk to fucking Charis first. So I had to make my way into the inn, greet the snubby duck-up elf person. Good day, sir.
He glances in your direction and turns his nose up. Good day.
I chuckle. You wouldn't by chance know if Master Charis is still in town, would you?
And who is it that is asking?
I show him the mark of Master Charis. Name's Dane Thunderstruck. Been here about maybe a week, 2 weeks ago. We were sent on a charge for Master Charis.
Yes. Forgive me if your face is forgettable.
I hear that all the time.
He is present. I will fetch him for you if you wish. Or let him know.
Yeah, that sounds good. We'll go wait in the dining hall if that's all right.
Very well.
As I walk in the inn door, I forget and I duck enough to pass through on my own, and I hear a thud. And I just kind of go, well, watch your head there, love.
Oh my god.
Is it wrong that I already foresaw that happening?
I just kind of rub my head and keep reading as if nothing happened.
So, the innkeeper kind of ushers everybody in and moves you to the point, or ushers you into the direction of the dining room. And as Vimak goes by, he says, "Please do try not to break anything."
I'm gonna look at him. Have you ever actually seen a bull in a china shop? And I put
never
Arya
seen it.
down. And I'm like, I can't bend down forever. I rub my back like, ah.
Jeez, I don't weigh that much.
Well, bending over for long periods of time, it's not good on the lower lumbar. I mean, it's not good on the bottom back.
That's how you get scoliosis.
Fucking bottom back.
Bottom back.
Scoliosis? Nobody in my family went to school.
Spell that.
TH.
Too much fun. All right. So I assume everybody proceeds into the dining room area.
Yep.
At least I don't have to worry about touching wand tips anymore.
I walk over to Arya and I'm like, "Hey, you still got the bag of holding on you? I might need that for a minute."
Yeah, I just kind of like open or toss my bag over to him, like, look for it. I'm busy.
I'll give it back later.
Okay. So a few minutes go by and Ferret enters the room and greets everybody. And then he kind of like looks around and points to Vimic and says, I don't believe we've been introduced."
Ah, Farad, this is my good friend, Yemic. Vimic, sorry.
Close enough.
It's a bit of a story, or where he came from, but he is a good friend of mine, and he happened to join us after some unfortunate incidences took place while we were on our quest.
See, you seem to be short a man.
Actually, we're short too, but yes.
Oh,
Is Master Chara coming, or are we just reporting to you?
he.
I figured tell this story once, kind of a thing.
I understand. He's
Something-
dressed. He'll be down in 5-10 minutes. I'll go assist him to hurry him along. By the look and smell of you all, it seems like you need your rest. So I will be back momentarily. And he kind of bows and makes his leave.
I would like to attempt to sit in a chair.
How much do you weigh?
601? Or is it a half?
Maybe 2 chairs?
600 and a half. Very fond of that hat. I put it on this last month.
All right. So you slowly sink into the chair, right? And you can hear it, just every joint in it creaks.
I
Wait.
act like I don't hear a thing.
You So are you okay, so are you gonna be like at ease, or are you just gonna like plop like
No,
Like,
no,
get
I know
there.
my size. I'm gonna ease into the chair, but I'm gonna pretend like nothing is wrong.
all right. So you know that if you make any kind of like big sudden movements, this bad boy's going out from underneath you.
I can't
But-
guarantee anything.
I know.
Can-
but I'm telling
Can,
you.
can I cast mending on the chair to like try to reinforce what damage he's done from sitting on it?
He hasn't done any damage yet. It's pushed to its absolute limits.
It mends the tiny splinters, but does nothing to reinforce.
Well, I tried.
Concentrate on that one.
wait. All right, and this is gonna be better. Can I use a spell slot and cast Bless on the chair so it has like a D4 extra on its saving throw?
The chair is a chair. It makes no saving throws.
Are you saying I have a fat ass?
Dump truck.
Donkey.
I mean, aren't you tall enough you could sit on the floor and still see over
I
the
would
table?
imagine he'd still probably be higher up the thing than me and
But
Faz and Arya.
I want to be normal like everyone else.
As you're like towering fucking way the hell up with the fucking chair, like half in between each cheek.
I slowly sit in the chair to make all those creaky noises, and you all look at me like I'm fucking wild, and I kind of look at you like shrug a little bit like, What?
I want to be
So-
like in my head, like 5, 4, 3.
So Ferret enters the room again, and he kind of stops at the door, and he announces, Master Charis, and he kind of walks through like he's not even like he's walking, like he's kind of floating. You know, he just kind of glides across the ground, and he comes.
Stand up.
All right. Anyone else?
No.
What,
I
what
think
did you
I'm
say?
good right here.
I stand up out of my chair, like it
Oh,
is a
you
sign of
stand up.
respect for Master Char is entering.
I like how you put Bug Dog in his own chair.
Yes.
I mean, where he goes. Um.
I'll stand up as well.
So,
Why are we standing?
I don't
you
know.
wouldn't. You were reading the book.
Respect for Master Char is.
Oh, I'll
Do
stand.
your book. Do your book thing.
So he comes to the head of the table and pulls his chair out and sits and then waves everybody down. Please sit. Please sit. Please sit.
Oh, thank you.
I'm
And
already
so-
there.
Now, Ferret has informed me that there's quite a tale to be told. And given the new faces and the lacking of faces I've seen before, I fear it might not be a good one. So
I don't
please.
know. Did you hear
Proceed.
about the giant of the hill giant? I imagine you did. I did that. I killed the hill giant.
I want to.
Yeah. Right.
I want to look at Master Charis and be like, kind of shrug and be like, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. But yes. I mean, do you want me to go like through a whole retelling, or what do you just like cliff notes?
You RP this? How you want to RP it?
So I tell Master Charles the stories, starting with how we started encountering the different orcs and animals with collars, which we found strange that they had names. We got to the bridge. We were attacked by what we later found out is our friend Doug here, who is a bug, and he wasn't always a bug. We had to venture north, and then we were followed along a river, fought some bird things, finally got across the river, and where we ran into a sheep who, through Thaz's ability to communicate with animals, we were able to find out that Master Shinebright had been turned into a sheep by Noak, as you had feared, that Noak had done some bad things. Master Shinebright had told us that Noak had stolen his wand, and he was in danger of destroying everything with the power that he did not understand and could not use. So he hurried us to, what do you call it, to his tower to try to do with that. So we fought some more of orcs and stuff like that. Finally make it to the tower, where we had a confrontation with Noak and more of his minions.
So stop right there. Right in the middle of you telling this story, right? Davrick very sneakily, so Vimic is like super engrossed in the story, paying super close attention because he wasn't there and he's like fucking tuned in. And while he's doing that, Dav kind of reaches over and slides Vimic's ring off of his finger and lets go of it, and it falls, and it adds its weight to the chair, and the chair that Vimic is in collapses underneath the extra weight.
Oh, that's perfect, because I was going to say I was just sitting there playing with the ring again, but that's even better.
So there's a loud crash, everyone stops talking and looks at them, but the wave...
I just hang my head.
Vimek is so big that he just like the thing like it just collapses underneath him, and then it's like he's sitting at an appropriate height at the table, but his ass is actually like on the ground. You know.
My eyes are wide, and I just kind of try to play it off.
Yeah, nothing happened.
I am barely containing myself from laughing right now.
Tywin kind of he sticks his head through the door. The innkeeper does, and he points and he's like, "Somebody needs to pay for that." And then he just kind of like disappears back, you know, after he sees that Charis has a very serious face on.
I mumble under my breath. Make you pay for that.
Charis, very, very wide-eyed, turns back to Dane and says, "Please, Master Dwarf, continue."
We made our way into the tower where we encountered some kind of teleportation to another thing that was kind of messy. We ended up getting to another room, and then Noak tried to scare us off, which of course didn't work. Charis was trying to find, or sorry, not Charis, excuse me, Shinebright was trying to find something in his tower. We were not able to figure out what happened, because while we were trying to help him search, Noak attacked through the ceiling of the tower with, the only way I can explain it was a bed that had been transformed into a dragon, but still had like all the bed pieces. And as
His
it
eyebrow
crashed,
kind of that.
yeah, yeah. And as it crashed through the ceiling, it let out a breath of wood and splinters, and we were not able to save Master Charis. And then, so the fight ensued, and then the fight, Noak transformed our friend Morty, who you see is not here, Mortimer, sorcerer, into some kind of goo eye mouth monster thing, which we were not able to do anything and ended up having to kill. So he forced us to kill our own friend. We even tried to get Noak to turn him back, and in the process of Noak trying to change our friend back, the wand exploded. Which then again, we searched the rest of the tower. We did bring Shinebright's body. I look at the group and I'm like, did we bring Noak's head or his whole body? I can't remember now. I think it was his whole body, wasn't it? We found a magical bag of holding throughout our journeys. I didn't know if that would be something you would want to see. Was both the bodies, or maybe there was something
Optimus Prime. Vimic does not remember this, but I believe it was his whole body. I think the head might have been separated.
Who's that? Wilkes?
I think you said, "Who's that, Noak?" And I believe yes.
Okay. So yeah, we brought both their bodies. Somebody grabbed a piece of the wand, right? Who had that?
I look around the room and I kind of twiddle my thumbs.
Was it Dav?
I'm pretty sure Dav did that. Yeah. The piece of the wand. Didn't you pick up a splinter of that?
I did.
You want
Charis turns to look at Dav and he says, "Of Master Shinebright's wand."
Yes, I believe it was.
May I see the shard?
I hand it over to him.
He reaches out to receive it and gives it a look, turns it over in his hand, and says, "This is not Shinebright's wand. Whose it is, I do not know. But Shinebright's wand is made out of wyvern bone, and this is some kind of wood."
Interesting. I guess we just made the assumption that that was his wand. We weren't able to have a full conversation in the moment with Shine Bright to explain, but
See.
also, and I think I had the note I found.
Letter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I handed him the letter, and we said we also found this in Noak's chambers, and he also mentioned that he was told by somebody called the Master Maker.
And when you say that,
Yes.
as soon as he hears that name, his like eyebrows shoot straight up and his eyes go wide, and he looks at you and says, "Keep your voice down."
God, understand. Um,
Lost Daz.
that name means nothing to us, so it obviously means something to you.
I'm still here.
Ah,
Just restarting, trying to see if it will. It keeps saying like, "Do your level up," and I'm like, "Level up," but it won't let me. Every time I hit commit, it sends me back to it.
Hmm.
I did increase, motherfucker. It says it right there.
Call it a motherfucker some more. That'll work. That'll do it.
Also, Master Charles, did you know the name of another wizard? God damn it, I can't find my notes. Where did I put it? Yeah, I thought I wrote it down somewhere. I can't find it. Where the name of the guy Doug was working for?
Baez.
Baez, that's it.
Yes.
So
I
guess
He is a colleague of mine.
yeah, Master Baez sent Doug, who was an adventurer before Noak got him with his wand. He still seems to have his mind. He can communicate, but he seems to be stuck in this form for right now.
I see. Well,
And then on our way back, we were making our way back to report all these details to you. We got near P Ridge Bridge, and there was some kind of portal opened up, and my large friend here, Vimak,
Hello.
came crashing through, followed by a chimera, who we helped subdue, and then he has offered to join us and help us along our quests. Oh, and then to top things off, we got to the gate, and there was a hill giant and fucking an ogre and something else out there, which we took care of for the town.
he looks over at Farid and says, "Did you hear anything about a hill giant?" And Farid shakes his head, no.
Kind of
Says,
mumble to myself like, I don't know if fucking, nobody could hear the giant at the gates, but whatever.
They didn't. Anywho, maybe news hasn't spread yet. It was just
Not
like, what,
sure.
20 minutes ago?
Yes.
If that. So, says, I understand. Now, that's a lot to digest. But first and foremost, you said you have the bodies of the apprentice Noak and Shine Bright, correct?
Yes. I hold up a bag of holding, and I'm like, they're in here.
Arya, cover your ears.
Takes a few slow blinks. Well, they will need to be laid to rest in a manner fitting his station. Regardless of his form, I would like to take possession of Shinebright's corpse.
Did you need or want anything from Noakes? I can go extract them from the bag, but I would rather not do it here in the middle of this inn.
I would rather you just dispose of him in whatever way you see fit.
Fair enough.
I have no sympathies for the boy.
Also, we'd like to return to you the potion that you gave us in case of an emergency.
I see. He takes it, turns it over in his hand, and then hands it up. Ferret grabs it from him and tucks it in a pouch on his belt. Also, I will be returning Doug to his master. I think it's only fitting that he be taken home. It is possible that Baez has some means to change him back, but I do not know. Transmutation is not his school of magic either.
Is Shinebright the only one that you, as a colleague, that was his school of magic?
Yes. Now, he kind of puts his hand out for Bug Dug, and Bug Dug flies over to him and lands on his hand. Gives him a quick look, and then kind of like hands him up towards Farad, and he flies and lands on Farad's shoulder, and is no longer part of y'all's party.
One very small little tear just kind of slides down into Dane's beard.
He may come back. You don't know this. Bug Dug always comes back. If you really love something, you gotta let it go, okay?
You gotta let it go. Set it free.
And if it comes back, then it's really yours. Charis says, I know that there's still the matter of payment, but are there any questions before we get down to that? Anyone?
Nothing that comes to mind at this time for Dane.
Yeah, I don't think. I don't think so either.
I think it's been kind of a bit of a journey, like as you just told, and we've been moving from one purpose to the next purpose to finally now it's kind of like settling in. Maybe need a night of rest or something like that for maybe to collect our thoughts.
A good meal and some good ale will definitely do our bodies good.
Well,
Someone say ale.
then I won't delay you any further, but I must ask if you intend to remain in my service and keep your sigil, or if you would prefer to return it and end our affiliation.
Does the sigil do something?
It would let people know who you work for if they recognize it.
Do you have many enemies, Master Charles?
Not that I know of. If you're hesitant, then I'll return them. or I will take them in return. But if you choose to keep them, I will give you a small retainer fee each month.
Yes. Do you have any other pressing tasks at the moment?
I think now I have just as much to digest as you all do.
Well, maybe
Um,
let us at least keep him for the moment here, and maybe on touch base. Let us sort of settle in a little bit.
We
yeah,
can
maybe
revisit
before
on the
you leave
morrow
town.
then.
Or... Yes, exactly. Perfect.
Do you have plans? Are you here for in the village for a while, or do you have travel plans soon?
I'll be moving on day after next to go consult with my remaining colleague about filling the position in the Eastern Tower.
I could go retrieve Shinebite's body for you. Would you like me to deliver it to your room?
Please.
We'll be there shortly.
Thank you. And he looks up to Farad and says, if you would take possession of it, that would be good. Also, see that they get paid. He stands and looks the room over and says, good evening, and makes his way out.
I generally curious. Is there really an entire person, let alone two, in that bag?
If you want to see, come with me. You guys handle getting the money, and I'll be back shortly. Head out of the inn.
I follow along with a little skip in my step. We're off to see the bodies. The bodies in the tiny bag. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
What time of day is it now?
It'd be early afternoon.
I'm not doing it in the middle of town. I don't need that fucking kind of looks.
So then it would just be Farad remaining at the table with Dav, Thaz, and Ori. And he says, now remind me what the arrangement was. I believe it was 150 gold pieces each, and then a sum for the returning of the portal potion, correct?
I believe that was correct, yes.
Very well.
I don't remember.
And that the portal potion was directly to currently this inn while Charas was here. It was to this location. It's not just generally to Charas wherever he may be, correct?
No, yes, it would just come to the inn. The potions, wherever they're brewed, is where they return to.
We should just have to keep that potion in mind if we have another tower to storm.
I mean, if we're not going to be in his charge, well, I'm not in there.
So 750 pieces total for the work, and an additional 750 pieces for the returning of the potion comes to a grand total of 1,500 gold pieces. Does that sound fair? Adequate compensation? He asks Dav, Thaz, and Ari.
Can you
Nothing
repeat
can
that?
quite replace our fallen, but that will be some good amount of ale to help.
What'd you say? I wasn't paying attention.
1,500 gold for us. For our fee.
Split between 4 of us?
How we decide we would like to split that.
Alright, sounds good.
Yeah.
So he
Sounds
grabs.
appropriate.
He says, "I will return in a moment." He exits the room, and he comes back and thumps a small chest down on the table. You can tell it's very weighty. He opens it up to reveal exactly 1,500 gold pieces. Shuts it and says, "Unfortunately, my duties take me elsewhere, but you all have a fine evening." And then he turns and heads out of the inn and wonders to find Dane and Vimek.
I look at Vimek and I'm like, "Hey man, watch this." I'll hold the bag. Or actually, he gave him the bag. I'm like, "Hey, hold on to this." And I reach in with like both hands, and I'm like, "Oh, that feels like a noke." And I start
Will it be
pulling.
better if I flip it upside down? I kind of dangle
I
it.
don't think so.
I feel like you should put it on like a table or something outside, and then be like, do 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 do.
Kind of like out in the woods, like kind of a wave, like out of view of people. Hopefully, just pulling a corpse out of a bag. Ta-da!
But you gotta make it like pulling a rabbit out of a hat.
Yeah,
Like
right.
it's a magic.
A little fluffy, but
No, I'm trying to do this quick and like whatever. So like Noak's body, I really don't give two shits. I'm just yanking as hard as I fucking can at that point. Yeet, fucking out his body should come. Dude, is that
Yep.
that good?
Yep, pops right out. Boop.
Plops him on the thing. And then I go in there and I go to gently try to, as carefully as I can, remove Shine Bright's sheep corpse.
Don't forget that you broke his legs putting them in there.
Shh, shh. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
I know that happened when the roof caved in.
So,
The dragon did it.
Farad is standing over there next to you. He got up there just in time for you to see for him to see you rip Noak's corpse out. And he's like, good God, man. What do you intend to do with him?
Unless anybody else has any plan, I was hoping my friend Thaz here could find us a little spot and probably just burn his corpse. 'Cause it doesn't
I
sound
was
like
going to
anything-
send it back. There's not too many nutrients go back to the earth through the ash, so I was going to find a little spot and have the earth churn them up a little bit there. Looks like there might be a garden behind the inn here.
There you go.
That's right. Bury a body next to the root vegetables. That's it.
Here they come, so, you know.
I mean, it gets the worms, and the worms go through and help. It's good for this. It's that circle.
But yeah, so then I attempt to gently remove Shine Bright's mangled corpse. And kind of cradle it in both arms and kind of lift it towards him.
And he takes a bag of holding off of his pouch and opens it up and kind of turns his head away. He's like, just put him in here.
Like, okay.
All right,
I
the
guess.
innkeeper probably wouldn't be too happy with us carrying in corpse of any sort.
Yeah. So, we slowly.
Why don't we prop him up in front of me, and I'll like marionette him up to his room.
Pretty sure Thara just said to put him in his bag of holding, so I think that
Yeah.
should be fine.
But this would be funny.
Try to show some respect. He was a great wizard, man. Fuck.
Looks a little sheepish to me.
I fucking hit him in the side and I'm like, shut up and get out of the way. And I start shoving him in there.
You place him in the bag?
Yeah.
All right.
More crunching sounds
And
endure.
again, I look at their and I'm asking. I'm like, did you know Shine Bright as well?
I knew Noke better than I did Shine Bright. Why?
I just was curious. I mean, if nothing else, again, tell Master Charas that we are sorry for his loss.
I will express your condolences.
And then I tell that to lead the way of wherever he wants to put Noke's body, and we'll go take care of this.
There's somewhere back over by the tree there. Underneath
Yeah.
somewhere. We're gonna go through, use a little bit of that earth shaping there to do a nice little 6 foot. Be a little bit deeper. Drop the body in, have it covered up, and there's still like as it covers, and there's definitely still a little bit sort of like rumbling around that spot as it tries to break it down a little bit to help speed up the decomposition. Send it back. Sort of like that. Yeah, Optimus Prime's down there fucking with it.
Baird kind of from a distance watches, and as the earth envelops Noke, he kind of shakes his head and then turns and walks back towards the door to the inn.
After the body goes down, I'll go up to the tree and sort of lay my hand on it and sort of close my eyes and tip my head down it. After maybe 15, 20 seconds, goes to the tree, just sort of leaves shudder just a little bit, and I open my eyes and turn and walk away.
After doing all the shenanigans, I'm gonna use the spell Create Water, and try to like kind of rinse off my hands and kind of my stuff, and kind of just this spot. And there you go. Put some more water into the nutrients I'm helping the woods and stuff, and then just kind of wander back in.
Thank you.
Shortly after that.
I close the book that I've been reading. I'm like, whew, that was a doozy. What happened? What'd I miss?
They gave us about 25 gold apiece. Here's your share.
That does not compute.
Oh, she gets a book and now she uses words like compute.
But wait, really, how much gold?
I guess technically it's just that, and
I mean that really depends on how much or how we need to split this.
Oh, it hasn't been split yet. Got it. Can I get my bag back, Dane?
Yeah, and I have to toss to her. I'm like, I don't think there's anything in there now, so there you
I'll
go.
wash that out a little bit. A little air freshener or something.
Yeah. Don't like the smell of corpses.
There's no corpses in there anymore. What corpses?
Well, they were in there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So we had the 4 of us originally here for this. That's about 600 of this 1,500 gold that should be divided amongst the rest of us 4. So 150 each. The 900 left over should be, I don't know how you want to divide all that up.
So I'll start with adding 150.
Don't
Well,
add.
No,
I have,
wait.
I'm confused.
I have an idea. I thought I would run by you guys. Or not my idea, but was mentioned. What about if we didn't take the entire sum and just split it up entirely between all of us? What if we made somewhat of like maybe a party treasury? So that like say for certain items that benefited the entire party or something like that, we could, you know, if like say maybe I need a little bit of gold, and that way I don't have to borrow money from one of you guys. It'd be like, oh well, I need like 50 gold to buy some armor or something like that. I could take that from the treasury or something like that. Or maybe if Dav needed to buy arrows, it's not just coming out of his personal funds. something along those lines.
More like your personal funds that you take are for your own pleasures, while the party funds are there for party improvements.
How does
All the
this
healing potions
fund
and
work?
such.
Does it
Yes.
go in like a
Yeah.
bank or something?
No, just
Or,
one
like, would it
person
still be
holds on to
on
the treasury fund.
Yeah,
Got
we
it.
could just nominate one person to be like kind of the treasurer, and then they set aside, and then when we get large sums of gold, we can be like, okay, we'll say if we got 1,500 gold total, maybe we cut that in half, and like 750 goes into the treasury, and then we take the 750 and split it between the rest of us or something. Just an idea of.
So what you're suggesting is the extra 900 that we got for the rest of the job go into this fund?
To do that, I think maybe a little. We should. Our new friend, I would say, they did at least get us back across that bridge, which on its own I would be willing to give him
Cross
just
the
a tip for
bridge.
that. And definitely some big. She took definitely took a good beating there outside the gate. Not necessarily fully trustworthy if everybody just shows up immediately there, but Dane happened to come and save our asses once, and Vimak seemed to sort of do the same. So I would like to return, or gives thanks.
So what if we did? We said we had what 1,500 gold total we made, right?
Yes.
Correct.
What if we say we put 500 into the group treasury, and then say it's like 200 to each of us, including Vimic?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, I guess.
Sure.
Anybody willing to take the role of the group treasurer?
I can do it.
I was gonna say it wouldn't be a bad thing that you could just keep the extra money, maybe have your little pouch for your money, and then you could keep the treasury gold, like say we put it in this chest, and throw that in the bag of holding with like the 500 gold still in it.
Yeah.
And then there's something that
Yeah.
we could use to add to it.
That would also make help as well if we had say like stored up on some extra potions or whatnot that we could each have some and then still have the rest in. There's some of the group inventory stuff will all go into there.
No, you guys hate potions, so they totally don't exist anymore.
They're gone.
They're
Vimic loves potions very, very much.
Okay, so Arya's taking the chest and the thing again. Maybe make it in your notes either on Fantasy Grounds or piece of paper you got at home or something like that, and then just write up treasury and then keep track of what we got. And then 200 per person.
an inventory item, right? Treasury gold, and then put 500 in parentheses, and then put like BOH next to it, like it's in the bag of holding.
There's also in like the treasure thing kind of like 2 spots. Could I use that?
What do you mean by 2 spots?
I think that's other like silver or platinum. That's what that's
Oh,
for.
Okay. Alright, let's add that. So, treasury chest.
So, but
Although you can actually add more if you hit the plus. You hit the pencil, and then you can add more items. So you could probably you might still be able to do that.
I'm gonna do that. Let's do it.
So everyone's good to add 200.
I already did.
I'm currently outside looking into the well, and as I look into other crevices throughout the town, because I'm curious about that bag that I saw, and I'm trying to see if things are bigger on the inside everywhere.
Nice.
Does somebody else want to give Vimic a share, or do you want me to give it to him?
I lean over the well and I cups my mouth. Hello!
It echoes back at you.
The world as I knew isn't real!
I was gonna say, who's got thaumaturgy? Throw some voices.
Go.
Also,
you want to maybe hand it off to him since you already been friends with him for a bit.
You said you want me to give it to him? Okay.
I guess you
Uh,
or maybe unless Arya would like to, since she's holding the majority of it.
Wait, what?
Who's giving Vimak, sorry, his fucking share?
I can give that to him.
Okay. Do you guys want to meet up at the tavern maybe in like an hour or so? Maybe talk about plans for the future, the whole if we want to stay with Chara's charge. Give everybody a minute to run around. I know most of you want your beverages, so
Wait, so we're all adding 200 gold each, right?
yeah.
383. I'll make it 583 and then give those to him. Okay. Where did Farad end up? I didn't get to see my stud.
I think last thing he said he had somewhere to be after he took possession of Shinebright's corpse.
Oh, he's not even in the building?
I think he found a hole in the bathhouse.
Jesus. Again.
One carved into a wall.
But yes, I will meet up with you guys later. I have business to attend to.
Alright. See you later. I'm gonna go wash off this bag real fast and then head out to give Vimak his gold. Do you guys want to meet up at the tavern later?
Definitely. Probably let's maybe hit the store before the little general goods and a couple before they close.
Yeah, do you guys know where we could get some of those healing potions? I can buy some for us since I've got the funds.
I think there was something across the courtyard there. Maybe?
The oddities shop?
There, the general store just above it, just north.
Alright. Well, meet you guys later. Is there a door?
Before
I gotta
you
open this
leave,
door.
You should get your crossbow.
Oh.
And I owe you a bolt.
Don't worry about it. I rarely use this thing. You sure you don't want to hold on to it?
It all depends on how big our adventures get, or how long they get.
It honestly is useless to me.
Especially now.
Yeah, I've got like daggers on daggers now too.
Okay. Well, I can hold on to it, I guess.
Alright, I'm gonna delete those from my inventory. Gonna go wash this bag off, get some chores done, blow a kiss to Dav as I walk out the door. I don't know if there was a back door to get to the well, but
I checked to see if this door is open on this house, place, building.
Jeez.
Yeah, it is unlocked.
I duck in.
There's several children sitting at a table, looking at a couple different books, like they're doing their schoolwork, and then there's a woman who appears to be baking some kind of bread. She looks up at the door, lets out a shriek, and the children are frozen, petrified in fear.
I hide with the children.
Oh my god.
All right, we're gonna have to call it.
I was gonna say I'm getting a very like Frankenstein kind of vibe right now.
Yeah, we're gonna pick up right there with Vimak hiding with these children next time. Gene.
Okay. Does anybody want to try and play again this week, or do we want to just stick to Monday?
When does your schedule?
Well, I was gonna say because Monday I won't be able to play.
Yeah, I'm probably, it's going to be real close. I'm going to be driving north on Monday, so
I'm down
Yeah,
to do
I'll
another
work.
day this week.
I should be okay, but I'm gonna hop out, go to bed.
Night,
Same.
Carl.
I can do like Thursday, but like Thursday's the only day. So,
Do Thursday.
Works for me.
and can we just kind of plan on it being like a shorter, spend some of your money, maybe fight night at the tavern type deal, make plans for the next
Yeah.
leg.
That sounds good.
All right, we'll knock that out, and then probably never play again because there's going to be scheduling conflicts. But
Thanks, Dane.
I don't know what you
that
want
was,
from
that
me.
was a great one shot. We went through, we came back, we got Revenge on the Giant. Like, campaign well fucking done.
Oh
yep,
my god.
put a
No!
bow on it, stick a fork
No!
in it.
This is not how this goes. I'm going to use my goddamn call lightning spell, you fucks. I don't fucking care.
Every
I want to
time
use one fucking spell.
we get one good leg of it over with, and then as soon as we move into the next one, we get like a single session, and then everything falls to shit.
I didn't read
No.
this whole book for nothing.
You're not going to allow it.
Very well.
All right.
Have a good
So,
one. That was
Thursday
fun.
night, same time.
Yeah.
Thursday night.
Good.
Thursday, same
All right.
time. Night,
All right,
Brett.
guys. Thanks for coming
Night.
in. Hopefully, this does not end as they joke and play around about. But we will see.
Ooh.
We will